This is my first writing update. Um, I plan on doing these regularly ish. Um, I don't know how regularly, and this one, by the time it comes out, will have a little bit of outdated information probably. But the first thing for the update is my book Talking Grain is finished, and I am working on getting it listed to come out in stores, but I've already got a video talking about that book. Um, I'm hoping to have it up before this video comes out, but there's a good chance that it won't be out until after this video comes out. And another thing that I want to talk about is my new fantasy novel, Silent Mass. I am a couple of chapters in. I think around 10 chapters in. I'm not halfway. I'm not even halfway done with it. But the book itself is built on smaller chapters, and the part of the reason the chapters are so small is because it's a little more action oriented than the old ones. Well, not old ones, but the first book in the series. And it's supposed to cover more moving pieces than the first one. The first one was more of like a setup book. And another reason the chapters are so short is I think it makes the books easier to read. And I have a goal in mind, a word count goal that I'm trying to achieve. And I think to make it easier on me, I want to spend reasonable time with each character and try not to force each chapter to be as long as the last one. And the word count goal for each chapter is around 2500 words, but there's just some ways that's not going to happen. I mean, some chapters aren't meant to be that long. Others are, and it's just that a a lot of chapters that aren't as action heavy they're gonna end up being shorter in this book, and the ones that are more action heavy are probably going to be a little bit longer. And part of that is because I want to have fun writing and I enjoy writing action. And at the end of the day, the word goal for the book is going to be around 180,000 to 200,000 words. I didn't hit that goal with the last book, and it was the same goal in the last book. And I'm going to try this time, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be that long. It's going to be longer than the last one. And the the plot of this book is supposed to cover the beginning days of the war that's going to be throughout the novel itself, or the novel series itself. But I'm hoping I can convey it the way that I'm wanting to, and the way I need to do it is with a longer a longer novel than I had in the last one. And I just had issues, I think, conveying the way I wanted it to be in the last one. And I mean, that's what you can expect is a second novel to pick up and fix the mistakes from the first one. And I'm hoping having more action, more personal chapters to the characters can do that. And some of the characters from the first book will pop up in this one, but there's a good chance that they'll just be one chapter or two chapters compared to the last book. This book, compared to the last one, will focus more on the action oriented characters that are in the field with the fighting more than it will focus on the political characters, because a large part of the political part is done for right now. And a lot of that will probably pick up in the last chapters of this book or at the start of the next book itself. And it's largely because I enjoy writing the politics, but I know that people need a break from the political stuff. Another thing for this update is that I'm starting on my first experimental novel this year. I'm not going to reveal anything about it yet until it's ready to come out, but if I did have to give anything, the genre is Western. It's a Western novel. One of the last two things I want to talk about in this is my my web series will be getting a physical release this year, and I'm releasing or have released the last chapter in volume 1. The last two announcements I have is that volume 1 of my web series, The Plague Master, will be coming out in physical this year. And by the time this video comes out, the last chapter should be on my website to read for free. And I will be writing a script for a short film, and I plan on releasing the script as a printed book also. Thank you for watching.